Noblemen, magistrates, and knights of the Round Table, welcome to the philosophical and political pantheon of all things Forrest Fenn, narrated by the Christian theologian. Greetings, how are we doing? I sound like a broken record, don't I? I think that's how I did the last video. Anyways, Mars, not now. As you might guess, I'm brewing up a little lemon ginger tea. Mars, I'm doing a recording. Come on. Not now. Not now. Okay. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. I don't even know where to start. Start by knowing about www.tapatalk.com, TAPA talk.com. There's actual one subject I do not know about much is the law, really. I mean, there's been a lot of court cases, and then they get what's the word? They don't go through. This one's going through. It looks like. I mean, the looks like I don't know exactly, but I'm thinking Zoe has already had to do a deposition, okay? And it looks like Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof's going to have to do a deposition, and so is Shiloh. And it looks like it's Billy Bob Stoof's has been moved back to the end of the month, and the Department of Justice possibility looking like could be the FBI wants to question him. Then I believe the trial is set for June, and they're going to get 2 hours of questioning. I mean, this looks like a nightmare for the Fenn family. I mean, this is possibility that Zoe has already really lied a lot on her deposition, But now, I told you I've got kind of a background of studying conspiracy theories. I kind of explained to you a few months ago what controlled opposition is. And I have a friend who, don't talk to him really anymore, but see, he gets into conspiracy theories too, but he goes way too far with it. He goes way too far with it. And the thing about it is, see, when you get into the conspiracy theories, it's like these people, they're just trying too hard to accumulate knowledge and act like they know it all. But Proverbs 9:10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So you're not going to be able to figure out what's going on in life without fear of the Lord. Period. End of story. Okay? That's all there is to it. I figured that out. It took me a while. Okay? But embarrassingly enough. Now, okay, let me stop it. Now, why do I tell you that Bible verse? Well, the thing is, see, once you start getting into conspiracy theories, you can go too far with it. And then, if you don't get the real wisdom through fear of the Lord, then you can't really figure out what's going on. That's what I'm saying, okay? I think I know pretty much exactly what's going on, okay? So you got to remember, Finn is in that one-on-one email with Dow. He said Finn said he would have it photographed in situ. Remember? Then they showed us a fake pic. Now the chest could have been real, but it was a fake location. It was the GPS solve. Remember? And they did it on purpose, matching that log. They showed the fake pic, wanting us to believe that was it in situ. Okay? Now, but you have to understand what's going on now. Now they are showing a real pic, but trying to make us not believe. So before it was a fake pic, wanting us to believe. So the logic now is they are showing a real pic and trying to make us not believe. Do you understand the logic? See, so how are they trying to make us not believe? Because they're desperate. Cynthia knew they were desperate beforehand. So she started, I'm just my opinion, she started the deception, the sleight of hand, and the smoke and mirrors by, I heard about it, I haven't seen it. See, I heard that she has the lid, and she's been putting it around places. Okay, that's deception. This is all planned out. They don't want us to think that that's the real picture, but this is the law is involved. This is in a courtroom. I mean, Finn told Dow he was going to have it photographed in situ. That's the real pic. See, do you understand how clever they think they are? They're trying to be. Do you understand how sinister this is? To say to beforehand know that we're going to be looking at the real pic, but let's put it in their mind. Let's put it in their mind beforehand that it's not the real pic by doing the lid. There's no way that's coincidence. Do you understand that? Do you understand how you have to get the wisdom? How to get the wisdom to understand what is going on. There is no way that that is coincidence. They know exactly what they are doing, and they are very desperate. That was the real pic. There's 3, 4, 5 pics. Those were real in my opinion. There's no way that, there's just no way. It doesn't make any sense for it not to be real. It's even, see, they think they're clever. But that gives even more credence to it being real, because of how coincidental would that be if Cynthia just happened to be doing that? Do you see what I'm saying? So, do you understand what a coincidence that would be? This is all planned out. This is all planned out to make us think it's not the real pic. The sleight of hand, the smoke and mirrors, and the deception is it's beyond sinister what's going on. Let me stop it. The next thing, the combination of Benjamin's behavior and Cynthia's behavior recently, it's too weird to ignore. Benjamin, I think he did like a 2.5-hour video, something like that last night. I had a feeling he was going to take down immediately, because the last 2 minutes of the video, I recorded it, by the way, he says, but he does say the pic is real. He does say that, and he's totally serious. You can tell he is focused. He's getting duper's delight. It's very creepy, very sinister. He says the pic is real, and he said he has video of the picture. I have it recorded. He might have implicated himself in the fraud, totally. And he says he's going to beat Cynthia to the spot before she can get there. And then remember, Cynthia's coincidental behavior with the lid. See, we're about to see the real thing, but they don't want us to think it's real. So the combination of Benjamin's behavior and Cynthia's behavior, it's too weird to ignore. I know what's going on. Okay? Already, major smoke and mirrors. Because the pictures weren't done the right way. The pictures weren't done the right way, with the court case or whatever, the deposition, the PDF. They were they did that first picture. The picture you're going to be looking at when I upload this is the complete picture. But the top 1/4 or whatever, the first picture, it was only 1/4 of a picture, and it was flipped upside down. It needed to be flipped and then added to the second big picture. Well, why did they do that? So number one, they have Cynthia doing what she's doing. Totally tricking us. Trying to make us believe that it's not the pic when it is the pic. When they had done the vice versa before. So that combination, and then, how in the world did that picture get uploaded like that? You know why they did that? They didn't want us to know. I think there might be enough evidence because they did not want us to know all the debris and all the dead wood. I mean, when you're at Lewis Lake, it's a carbon copy. The amount of dead wood at that place is more than you've ever seen in your life. When you flip the picture, there's dead wood absolutely everywhere on that picture. And then someone made a comment, the pinyon pines, the pine cones, it's not, someone, I don't know if it's true, said that type, it's not, there might not even be any of those in Yellowstone. So this is getting narrowed down, okay? And then I put explain uphill. Let me read my comments I posted. I was getting a lot of recommendations on my comments last night. I said, notice how the pick is taken awkwardly from the side of the chest. See, if you were taking a pick, you would take it from the front of the chest, you know? But I said, notice how the pick is taken awkwardly from the side of the chest and the tree is perpendicular, letting gravity do its work. See, the tree's going downhill and the treasure is tilted. This pick appears to be taken going up a mountain. My solution, Lewis Lake. Okay, so this is really getting narrowed down. I got 4 upvotes. Ben on this one. Ben ending his show was saying he is going to find a spot before Cynthia tells me he might try to destroy evidence and he might have been told where the treasure was. Well, you can go try to destroy the evidence, but that's Lewis Lake, man. You know, and I'll get into Scrapbook 215 business partners. By the end of this video, I mean, I think you're going to understand. Another one of my comments got 4 upvotes. The amount and variety of debris is an exact match to Lewis Lake, Wyoming. Finn constantly hits at the solve being Lewis Lake and Scrapbook 215 business partners. Finn has implicated several people in this fraud with that scrapbook. Okay, let me stop it. Okay, continuing on, I have notes here to, I said read email. I don't want to read the whole thing. Granite is so good at going over this stuff that I'll kind of go over the way he kind of put it together. But it truly is the most absurd email you would ever read in your life. I mean, so he finds a treasure. By the way, this is really Forrest writing himself an email. But this is Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof writing Finn. If this is just the certain parts that Granite has picked out. If you do not wish to give it to me, that is your right, as there exists no applicable rules or implied contract between us, and I would be happy just to meet you. Please reply if you agree with this proposal, and I will send back the photos. If you view the photos and believe this is your property, I can go back and retrieve it for you if that is your desire, and bring it to your home at no charge. Yours, Jack Stoof. If you do not wish to give it to me, so imagine he just finds the treasure, right? If you do not wish to give it to me, that is your right, as there exists no applicable rules or implied contract between us, and I would be happy just to meet you. Please reply if you agree with this proposal, and I will send back the photos. If you view the photos and believe this is your property, I can go back and retrieve it for you if that is your desire, and bring it to your home at no charge. Guys, that's not someone who just legitimately found a treasure. I mean, that's not even close. December 7, 2019, Finn told his buddy Dow, I will cause the treasure chest to be photographed in situ and then retrieved. What does Scrapbook 215 business partner Billy Bob Stoof say to Finn? When I located it, I took some photos of the chest in situ. When I located, I took some photos of the chest in situ, and after I opened the lid, it's just, it's beyond absurd. Okay, it's not even 1% believable. Okay, let me stop it. Looks like the Department of Justice, and the FBI is going to be involved, and probably the IRS, because look, here's the bottom line. Okay, this thing that we were doing, this was a contest. Okay, so for example, I do DraftKings daily fantasy sports. So I'm doing right now. I don't know anything about golf. I do it just for the fun of it, on the big golf tournaments. A $15 entry. It's not doing good right now, okay? Probably bottom 1/3. Now, I think if you're like top 21, top 22%, you make money. It's a $15 entry. First prize is $1 million. I mean, there's how many entries are there here? 315,000 entries times $15. It's a lot of money in the pool. Okay? So that'd be like me. I see I'm going to win. I see my golfers are doing good. I'm going to win first place, okay? But the money hasn't cleared yet, okay? Say the money hasn't cleared on DraftKings. I call them or send them a fax and say, DraftKings Corporation, wherever they're located, this is initially your money. This was initially your money. All this money in the pool, this is your money. And I got lucky. I got first place. I got lucky. Like stumbling upon the treasure. I got lucky on the lineup, and I want to return all this money to you, so you can give it to a charity. But no implied contract. But DraftKings Corporation, if you wanna, again, this is a contest. If you wanna gift me the money as a gift, the $1 million, you can gift it to me. But there's no contract. You don't have to gift it to me. Guys, do you know what the IRS would do? Do you have any idea? A person would go to jail for that every single time. What makes you think this treasure hunt is any different? I mean, this was a contest. Do you know how delusional Forrest is to think the way his mind was working on this? You don't think the FBI is involved? You don't think the IRS is looking at this email that just came out into evidence, 2, 3, 4 days ago? Oh my God, the IRS, they're looking, I guarantee you, they are looking at this email and they are beyond pissed off. No wonder why the guy's in Puerto Rico, or he's probably in Thailand or something right now. Can you fucking imagine if I did that with DraftKings? I was gonna win first place on the fucking golf and win $1 million, and I fucking tried to pull that stunt. Use your fucking head. You stop it. Okay, next thing. I made a note. Looking at that picture, man. I mean, there were multiple pictures, but I put, you cannot bury that treasure alone without a lot of time. Like 40, 45 minutes minimum, especially for an old man. And you can't do that without a very secluded area. That's another thing why why you're seeing all this deception with Cynthia, trying to get us to think that that's not really the picture. Because you can, once you understand that that's the picture, you're looking at Lewis Lake as a real possibility. I mean, it's probably Lewis Lake going up the mountain. You see it's tilted as if it's going up a mountain. You realize it would have to be a very secluded area to be able to bury it like that, the amount of time it would take. Okay, next thing. So you have to understand it was Finn's plan to implicate several people in this fraud. Shiloh, Zoe, Billy Bob Stoof, and others. See, why would he get so overt with Henson, Scrapbook 215 business partners? He wants the FBI to know what's going on. The FBI's not dumb. I mean, they know what's going on. Why do you think they're about to get involved? If you don't think the FBI is aware my solution is correct, you're kidding yourself. And I'm not going to say more. I'm not going to say more than that right now. Okay? We're getting towards the end of the recording. Okay, let me drink a little more lemon ginger tea. Let me ask you something. Do you think Finn would have left his family a mess like this on accident? I want you to think about that. Absolutely no way. No way. This tea's good, my bad. Feel like a hobbit, you know. Lewis Lake's kind of like the Shire there, you know. So, it's kind of funny. I want you to listen real good to what I'm about to say. I want you to listen real good to what I'm about to say. I'm the only one to tell you why the place was special to Finn. The place was special to Finn because it was a parallel world of the old place that was burned down in the year I believe 2000. Now, I did the big scrapbook review, and I do want to tell you what scrapbook, give me a minute, is the parallel, the operator story of the parallel world. Scrapbook 152. That's the one you got to read. That tells you why it was special to Finn. Lewis Lake is a parallel world. I'm the only one to tell you why. Scrapbook 152. Read Scrapbook 152, and then listen to my presentation, I believe, on Scrapbooks 182 to 253. Okay, let me stop it. Okay, let me take a deep breath here. Drink some more lemon ginger tea before I finish up, because this is about to get heavy these last couple minutes. When Finn was given an ultimatum by his family on picking up his treasure, he went over the edge. He had a psychotic break. He felt it was the ultimate act of betrayal. The most important thing to him was his family, and we know that now. Now we know that because Lewis Lake is a parallel world of the old place. Okay? So, and the most important thing to Finn was his family, and his family totally betrayed him. My dad was 30 years in the Air Force, and his dad left him when he was young. When you have family that are also your elders in the military, under no circumstance do you give them ultimatums. Under no circumstance do you give them ultimatums. It was a total act of betrayal by Finn's family. Scrapbook 215 Business Partners tells us this nightmare was 100% by design. He gave away the location and he implicated basically his entire family in this fraud. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what happened. And that concludes this session.